Alright, so to get to the Degrassi base that is in the cave from your life pod, if you look at the ship, turn just a little bit farther to the east or the south, so you're looking southeast of the ship, of the Aurora. Then you just follow it along. You're gonna have to go about 400 meters, 450 or so from your base. So you're gonna get pretty close to the back end over here. But if you keep going and you turn around and you look at your base, say I'm only 200 and... I can't even read that. Gotta change color. Bam. See, I'm 265 meters away. So, if you keep an eye on that and just keep heading southeast, once you get here, it'll eventually put a marker. But you want to come this way. And there's a hole right here. Right at the edge of that cliff. And you come straight down here. If you go straight down to these mushrooms, here's the Degrassi place. You gotta be careful when you're going through all this, but this is the entrance right here. So you'll swim through. Don't touch these guys, they will hurt you. But you come in here, and there is a bunch of stuff that you can scan in here. You're gonna really want to scan this water purifier. It'll help you out in the long run. But then you go down here, and there will be more stuff for you to scan. You can find all sorts of things in this room that will help you. And this is the box I was telling you about. These white boxes with a blue light, they open up. These have the blueprints in them. But you can scan beds, you can scan the wall planters. These guys poison you, like I said, so you gotta watch out for them. But you can come back here and go up. Yeah, I hear you. And then in here you can scan this and get the biome so you can view in 360 degrees on your base. But you come back down here and there's not really anything else in here. So you come back over here and like I said, you scan this. You can scan the chair, the desk, this chair. But if you go right into here, there's usually a little chest right here, a time capsule you can get. But you'll want to go around that back side here because you can find good materials usually right back here sitting on these little metal pieces. So once you've scanned all that, you can scan this right here and get a window piece. You can scan this and get a tube piece that's glass. But to get out of here, you go the same way you got in, straight up. And it'll take you out. But if you come this way, and come back over here, down here. Down in these areas over here, where these mushrooms are, at the base of these mushrooms and around them, you can find all sorts of good stuff, and you can bring your prawn suit down and get this magicite. That's sulfur, but you can bring your prawn suit down here if you have a grapple hook, and then you can pull yourself back up and out. You jump up and then grapple to the rocks above, and it'll help you get out of here real easy once you've gotten all your stuff. Now see, here's that. If you follow the left side wall, you can come over here, follow this up, and you see this, you'll have a chest here. You can scan the light, so you can have a light outside your base. You'll find a magicite down here. Let's see, you can find diamonds down in here as well. You can find some gold here and there, but there's lots of stuff for your guy your prawn suit to break up. Just make sure you have your repair tool on you so you can fix it when those little worm guys attack. Thought I saw something there. But yeah, I've pretty much taken everything that's of use down through here, but the stuff for the prawn suit. If you find one of these geysers, do not go in that. That will hurt you. See how quickly my stuff went down? I gotta repair it. But if you wait for this to go off, and you're quick enough, you can run down here and you can find diamonds down here. But like I said, you gotta be quick enough. I don't suggest doing it until you have more first aid kits and whatnot. But any of those fish that get caught, you can take them and you don't have to cook them before eating them. They're already cooked from that. But you can follow this little path up here and it'll bring you to more sulfur and stuff like that. It will bring you over here to this little spot. You can stop me. You get that in there, and then you can come in here, and there's usually something in here to scan on this side. This side doesn't really ever have anything. It's just a safe spot to get away from the wormies.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
But if you keep following this trench, and you'll find stuff on both sides you can use, you'll come to another little spot right here. You'll be able to get a thing to scan. If you didn't get the light, you can get it from here. You can go down underneath right here, and you'll find more lithium and stuff like that down here that you can gather up. Every now and then you can get lucky and find rubies down in that spot, but it's not very often. It's mainly magicite down in here. But you can just keep following this. There's all sorts of stuff down underneath there, but like I said, it's mainly all magicite. But you just can follow up this way, and this will take you out right here. Gotta be a little careful getting your dude out. But that's the hole that you can go into. And if you look, it's right next to a big shipwreck. The entrance. 560 meters to the west of your life pod. But if you come to these ships, you find these big ships sitting here, you can always find stuff in these little boxes here. There's ones that are open that you've probably found already, like this one, where it has a piece of an item in it that you can scan. But this is the red seagrass I was talking about. There's a huge field of this, and the quartz is all over in it. It's a huge field of this, and the quartz will be everywhere in it. And then if you find these big ships, you got scrap pieces you can pick up, but then you'll find big pieces like this one. Bioreactor fragments. You want to find as many of these as you can until you can make it. Once you're able to make that, then you can start putting pieces of grass and kelp into it, and that'll give you energy instead of just relying on the solar panels. Make sure you always go around these ships and try and go under them and wiggle around them, because just like the Aurora, a lot of these have little areas you can actually go inside. You might need a laser cutter to go into some of them, just so you know. But otherwise, these are the areas that you are wanting to look for to get to the Degrassi spot for all of those things. Oh, need to fix that. Okay. And then right here is life pod 17. So if you've gotten a distress signal from 17, if you find 17, there's the ship right next to it. But if you, when you get those signals for these, come park just like this, and then you can swim in without having to worry about needing to get air. But you can look around, there's always stuff to pick up, health packets, water, food, and then come to the outside and just do a little circle around it, just to see if anything dropped right outside, because that's when you can find those blueprints. So if you go back to the base, see, it goes from the big kelp, it goes from the forest into the red field. That's where all your quartz is. But if you're back at your base, eventually, I don't know if you've made it or not, but you'll have the opportunity to make what are they called? A modification station. When you get the modification station, that'll let you make the bigger air tanks and the better fins and things like that. Well, hello. This is what that thing is. The water filtration thing I was telling you to make. See, it will automatically take the water from outside, and it will make two waters, and it will make two large waters, and it'll give you two salts. So you can take the salt for food and then take the water. and you will end up getting a stockpile of salt from that. Modification. This. You will want to find this, all the parts to it. There should be enough in the Aurora to make it. If not, there's a couple of shipwrecks right outside of the Aurora that also have them on the ground. The mushroom forest has them as well. But this makes your better oxygen tank. This is the one that you want to get eventually. That one helps, but it's not as great. This one is a lot better to get. And then you will get the ultra glide fins. You'll want that. But this is where you get your Cyclops depth charges, so you can go deeper, as well as the Pondsuit ones and the Sea Moth ones. So if you want to go deeper in the water, these are the ones you want to get. And see how it needs magicite? Down in that little hole, you can find magicite. And you'll eventually be able to make a snack machine to get some chips. Ooh, I should get a couple. Ooh, that's not working. If you can see, here's the bioreactor, and it's empty. This one is active. This is the nuclear one. You'll eventually be able to make it with reactor rods. Look at them all. The ghost leviathan. These are all eggs I collected. But once you can make the planters, you can grab plants and come and plant them. And some of them give you food and air, so you can eat it while you're swimming around and you need a little bit of air. You can eat one of these if you got it on you, and it'll give you air back. But always have one so you can come back and plant it. And then I like to have a second one for these bulba tree ones. You just smack this a couple times, and then you take it over here to the bioreactor, and see it gives food and H2O, so air. But you can just stick 4 of those in there, and now it's turned on, and it will charge up to 500%. But right now it's using it all because it's nighttime. So if you got a bed, use the bed at night so you can see. Ooh. And you'll be able to get the bed down there as well. So now that it's daytime, see how it's charging it again? And it will do that until these are gone. But you gotta constantly keep an eye on it so it doesn't waste it all. And see, here's some more water. And salt. Right in there. I got lots of everything. Those will go in there. And if you find the coffee machine, you will want to find out where you can make it. Or you can find it in a couple of the shipwrecks. You can find it on Delta Station. But you take a thermos, you stick it in there. Oh, there it goes, see? And it'll make you hot coffee. It'll give you H2O plus 4. Why? I have no idea. I honestly just realized I did that myself. Where is... Oh, also, when you're building your base, when you make your solar panels, don't stick them on the central one. Stick them on your line like this. That way, if you want to build taller, you can build up and it doesn't get into your way that way. So if you
Welcome aboard,
run
Captain.
back over here, and then the biogenerator will help when you have these power cell chargers that run your Cyclops. It will work a lot better for you in the long run. Stick those in there. Oh, also,
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
when you have your CMOF, the upgrades that you want to have in it is the perimeter defense system, storage module, CMOF solar charger, so that way you don't have to charge the batteries in this. It sits, as long as it's sunlight out and it's close enough to the surface to get that sunlight, it will charge your batteries for you. And then the depth charge 3, so you can go as far as 900 meters down in your CMOF. Okay, you will be able to get underwater flower beds. You will want these for some of the more rare ones, as well as your deep shrooms, so that way you can give it, I think it's bleach. Oh, there it is. Oh, no? Why did I? You have to have those for something. What was it? Oh yeah, to make batteries, it's just easier to make a bunch of them. Plant them in these seabeds and you won't have to go back for them all over the place along with the creep vines. There it is. So yeah, if you're at your life pod, over here. So if you're at your life pod and you're looking at the aurora, just look to the southeast. And then your marker will be... What? Where'd my marker go? Am I really that blind? No, it just wasn't popping up. So, 250 meters deep at 450 meters southeast. If you get there, then you will be perfectly fine. If you go straight down into that one hole that I showed you, if you go down that hole, then it will let you go straight to the most important part, and if which is that building. Maybe you're not higher enough? Should be. Oh well. Okay. Now, the other thing I want to show you. Take that one off. If you go to beacon's already set for all of them. So if you go about halfway between southwest and west, 900 meters, so you will come across the big guys, the big Leviathan guys, and that's alright. If you stick closer to the ground, you will come to this site right here. Now you have to have your laser cutter to get in, but once you are in here, you will cut through this one, and here's your blueprint that you're wanting. There is also one modification station piece here, and there is usually one more. I think it's through this door or the next part. Okay, there's usually one right here, but you will see this, and there's usually a piece, one of the not blueprints, one of the upgrades itself. So you don't need the laser cutter to get in here. You come through this door, little spot right here, broken, and then you'll have a modification piece here, one floating, I think. You open this door, and you'll have these two that you have to cut through. Cut through this one, and you'll find the blueprint and the modification station on the table there. If you see these guys are really good for you. These guys do not hurt you, they don't attack, but they have oxygen on them, they have coral plates, they have, not that one, well, this guy doesn't have it on him. They all have different, oh, there it is, the tiger plants. Those will help keep things away from you. You can break barnacles off of them. And the barnacles can give you anything. Copper, diamonds, rubies, lead, literally anything. That one gave me silver. So if you find these guys, look for the little blue dots on them. And those are the barnacles that you can break off. But those guys are really good to find. Let's see, we got the red fields to the south of your base. And you will find quartz all over in those, no matter where you go to. You find these red fields, you will find quartz. So if we just keep on heading this way, I made myself another little outpost over here. But you can get here, and right above these caves, there's a bunch of little spots. They're not really anything but indentions, but they can have titanium, copper, the tiger plants in them, things like that. But if you come over here, I made my base here because there is a big crevice. You gotta be careful. See, there's drop off right here. These are the vents. If you go down here, you're gonna have to deal with the Leviathans. But down at these vents, on the ground, and at the base of the vents, closer to them, you will find lead and magnesite and You can find crystals. There are fragment pieces in these vents and around them. There's salt down here. There are lots of good things down here. You just have to watch out for the leviathans, because they are right over there, and they do come over here. So you gotta watch out for them coming to bite you. So if you come back up here, on the east side, I think it is. Yeah, you can follow this to the east, and it will bring you to more vent fields, and you can find lots of good stuff all throughout here. All down here, you will find things that will help you out. If you keep going, like mine, I can go 900 meters. You want to go way down here. And down in this area, you'll find this big old hole right here. This is the entrance to the Lost River. Now down here, you just follow along, and you'll come to these plants. Now, once you get to this point, stop and fix your ship. You can bring your Cyclops down here, but it isn't as fast. See, you'll start with quartz, but you go down here. You'll want to collect some of these blood thingies. Blood sac, I think it's called. Blood oil. You'll want like, I think it's 4 of those. But if you come down here to this bottom spot, follow this forest, and stay on the right hand side, you will find this stuff. Uranite crystals. That is what you're going to want for your reactor pod. And that's copper there. You got to watch out for these guys, but if you have your prawn suit, you can just use the drill. Oh, and there's a ghost one. But you'll find these little caves down here, these little tunnels like this. You gotta be careful not to get lost. But those little spots will save you big time. But you'll want to come down here to this ledge, and then go down to the next one. You will find that uranium stuff all over, as well as in big blocks. But at the very bottom, you will find more pieces to the ship, and you will find rubies. You will also find these purple gel sacks. You want to grab some of those as well. But when you come down to the bottom here, if you come and you see this stuff, if you get out of your ship and you go in that, it will hurt you. So you want to go this way in your sea moth. Come up, and then go down this one. Okay. Follow this. little river right here. You drop down, and then you go down to this one, and just keep following this. There'll be lots of stuff down here you'll want to collect, but you'll come into this area. Now you got Reaper Leviathans in here, so you want to be careful. Okay. But if you go this way to the left side, follow it around all the way to this edge right here. Okay. You can come right back here, and you are in a safe spot for the most part to repair your ship if you need to. But you'll find sandstone where you can get gold. Now, you could do this really quick, but drop down in, look down, and you'll find a uranium in there. But here's these purple ones, gel sacks. There are a few things you'll want those for, so pick them up when you see them if you're not in danger. When you're done, keep following this along. Just stick to the edges, and you will find rubies. They are all over on these walls and on the floor along with those gel sacks right there. Now we come this way and just stay along the edges. Now we are staying on the left hand side this whole way. You will come around and we will drop down again. And this is where you're going to want to start being careful again. Come over here, and this time stick to the right hand side. You got these markers here. Follow these. You do not really want to stop very often for parts here, but here's the alien facility that you're going to want to look for. You got broken parts, and you just got to find the right spot to go in at. Now you just park right here in the middle. And you can swim around. There will be things to scan. Have I ever scanned one of them? Yep. Okay. Go down here. You'll be able to scan things in those. You'll find data terminals. Grab those. They will give you blueprints and things. And so you'll be able to come in here and scan things in here as well. But go this way. You'll be able to scan those. You'll be able to scan the stuff on these tables. There's that room that we were just in. Oop, turn myself around. There we go. Okay, so that's where we came in at. Where is... Wait, did I miss it? I think I missed it. Oh. I think that's all that's in this one. You got it. You will be able to find multiple terminals. Oh, I'm hungry. And you can eat these gel sacks to get a little extra food. Okay, so yeah, that's all that was in here. You want to get those data points. You'll find like greenish yellow colored cubes. Grab those every time you see them. You will want to use them later on. You'll find spots like this. You'll want to eventually make a tablet. You won't be able to do that for a while, but you'll be able to make purple tablets with those ion cubes. Those are the green orbs that or cubes I was telling you. And there's different ones, blue, orange, purple. And you have to match it with which one it has. But after you do that, come back out and you can follow one of these. There is that one. I think it's the broken off one. It'll get you close to that. There we go. So head through here. Once you are up in here, you'll be able to find rubies in this little area. If you're looking for rubies, you're relatively safe in here. They are definitely on the outside of it, just not in that little area for the most part. Oh, I know, I know. I don't think I ever found this little one. Nothing in it, but that's new. Alright, so after that, we just find a little river, and we can follow the river out, or go the way that you were coming in here where you followed the pillars. Now when we go this way, you're just gonna go straight through all these guys. These guys are nice. They won't bug you none. But just follow these little puddle spots and it will take you back into the bigger areas. Now you can go here.
Warning, maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
But you'll want to do that with your Cyclops, as you see. So instead of going down, work your way back up. If you have the electric defense system, you hit right on your D-pad and it will turn it on and off. You see down in the bottom center, hit right, it comes on, goes off, on, off. But just follow this back up. Follow, make sure you're following these little puddles to get back up. Otherwise you can get very lost very quickly. Do I have food on me? No. Okay, so, like, see what I was saying? If you happen to get down here and you run out of food, look for those gel sacks on your way out. And this tunnel that light took us up, it should take us right up and out of here. And now we're back in the regular waters. Slowly making our way up. And now we're back in the water. But see, we went in way over there at Lost River to get to that area. We still going up. But yeah, you get pretty far away from your pod. And now we're all the way over here at the front end of the ship. And now is when we have to be careful going back, because this is all open area that the Leviathans like to swim around in. But if you keep holding your, if you keep going forward and then you press your button and hold the one that makes you go up,
Seek calorie intake immediately.
you will skip across the top of the water. And that will actually make it to where you have a lot less of a chance of being attacked. Wait a minute. Where is... no. Where is it? That's Mushroom Forest. That's where it's at. I was hoping we were relatively close to that base, but nope. That's okay. We're almost to the pod. Let's see how we're just skipping the edge of the water. That will help keep the Leviathans from biting you, or going after your ship, that is. And as you know, copper and titanium are everywhere. You just gotta find them. And if you're wondering about that big rocket, you'll come to that eventually.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I need that. Where is my... There it is. These are great for helping you catch fish. They don't let them get away. You'll want 1 to 2 per base that you have, just so you're not constantly having to run back and forth. Why am I doing that? I can just be doing this. And then once you have the
Vital signs stabilizing.
the water purifier, you don't really need to worry about collecting bladderfish for water anymore. Yeah, see, I haven't even fixed my thingy up yet. I went straight to just building a base. Okay. So there you have it, bud. I hope that helps. If you need more advice on where to find something, just let me know and I will make you another video. All you got to do is tell your mom. and I can help you out, but I will talk to you guys later.